Do you have a house that is blighted in your neighborhood and it's just a complete eyesore? Now you can do something about it. In San Jose, we have a program where you can report blighted properties to San Jose and code enforcement will come and take care of it for you. As a matter of fact, they'll charge up to $10,000 a day to that homeowner until he takes care of that problem. San Jose is boosting fines as high as $10,000 per day for blighted properties. Understand that if you have a property and you're not taking care of it, you're responsible, and San Jose is going to come and penalize you for it. And shame on you. I understand that you might live in another country or you have something else, but it's still your responsibility to take care of your property to help increase and maintain the values of that neighborhood. If you don't, San Jose is going to come in and give you a nice little fine. And all over here, they're talking about it. So there's like an old church downtown San Jose, across from St. James Park. It's been there for 5-10 years, just completely falling apart, dilapidated, and it's just a piece of crap. And the company is not taking care of it. They should either fix it up and maintain it as a church or tear it down and develop it into apartments or condos or something. It's downtown San Jose, and all you're doing is hurting the value of the residents down in San Jose. Shame on you. There's another guy named John Ray Tappy, who's a longtime resident of San Jose, and one behind me, and all they're doing is bringing down the value of the homes here. He's talking about blighted properties, and there's another one. I'd like to see him fix it up. If it's an abandoned house, you have people that might come in and break in and squat, and then you have a bigger problem to have to get rid of them. As a matter of fact, there's one down here that says one of the vacant houses, people moved in, housing afflicted or homeless people moved in and they burned it down. Shame on them, but shame on you for not putting people into it. I understand that the values are just riding up. I get it, but you still have a responsibility to your neighbors and to the fellow residents to increase the value or maintain the value of that house for that. So what do? You go to this link right here, which is on my blog, and it's planning, building, and code enforcement. Code enforcement will come in and take an exterior photo of that house. They'll do an inspection of that house and do an exterior inspection, non-emergency inspection, conditions that are building or property. So you can request the code right here, and then you can also tell them to do video inspections inside the house to make sure that it's not blighted, mold, anything hazardous going on like meth labs or what have you. If you suspect it, you better have a good reason, but you can absolutely take care of it. And you can do abandoned carts here. You can do a service or check a case, make sure that you can have somebody come in and take a look at case here. And then you have tenant resources, multiple housing resources, and recycle facilities, legal, all sorts of stuff. So code enforcement is really here to help us maintain value. If you have any questions, give me a call and I'll point you to the right direction, taking care. Rates have come down. Look, 6.48. It's the lowest it's been in a while, since September of 2020. I think this is in anticipation of the FOMC September testimony that will bring down rates, maybe 0.25%, but I think they're bringing it down. This is a good time to jump into the market because 6.5% on a 30-year jumbo, really, you can buy it down to under 6%. And that's what I've been telling you for the last 5 years. The parity point where buyers and sellers are happy is at 5.5 to 6%. And if you can get it down by paying a point of your loan, then you're doing happy. And what I did here is I put in the average price of Santa Clara County, which is 2.424768 million, and then 20% down payment with an excellent score in 95120, which is Almaden. And this is what you're getting right here, 5.94 with Mutual of Omaha, and then Farmers Bank of Kansas. I don't know how they would do San Jose, but possibly could. But the point is, you can get it down below 6% today, which is great. It's going to be a busy weekend for open houses. Sellers are not in a hurry to sell their house. Buyers are not in a hurry to buy a house. I've seen it all over the place. I'm in Vegas right now. My sister does real estate here, and she's seeing. Now, these are for moderate homes, right? These are for average price homes for the normal person. If you can afford a $16 million house, you're going to pay for cash for it. And it's a good time to buy because there's not a whole lot of competition. Now that rates are down, you're going to have more competition. So be prepared to write an over list price offer as is. Let them stay in, make it, craft it so that the seller can take that offer. If there's multiple offers, if you look at a house that's on market for a couple months, then you have some leverage, then you have some wiggle room. You can ask for some credits, you can ask for concessions, you can ask for repairs, you can ask for a lot. But there might be 4 or 5 other people looking at that house, and then the seller solves that problem by taking the highest and best offer. So just be aware, seller may or may not take your offer. Okay? I had 3 offers on one property and we declined them all because they weren't where the seller wanted it to be. So they just took it off market until the rates come down. Rates are down. So we might be putting it on market today, this week, or next week, and see what happens. Link is in the bio, in the blog. What you get for $2 million in San Jose, Santa Clara County, Silicon Valley. Foothill Drive, not my listing. This is 95123. This is a fugly house. I'm sorry. The curb appeal to me, it doesn't make any sense for the neighborhood, and somebody just did this. This is a new listing, but I can tell you that this one's going to be on market for a bit. 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2,100 square foot, built in 1970, and they updated it for their own well-being, and it's on Foothill Ave. They have open houses this weekend, so you can go by, take a look at it. Again, it's not my listing. Take a quick look at the house. I'm not a big fan of the yellow paint, the funky brown, but it's like a Spanish revival decor. They have all this cobblestone and a Spanish tile on top. Doesn't really do anything for me, but somebody might like it. Who am I to judge, right? Palm trees everywhere. So it looks like it's something from south of the border. And you're really close to the foothills. It's nice, but where are the parks? There actually is a park right here. You can go up and play here, but it's not like a park. It's just a walk around hiking type area. And you can go up here, and there's trails back here. These are the Almaden foothills. And this is the inside. It's a split level. I sold one of these last year, and it's a great floor plan because it's very roomy and it's very well appointed. However, the decor, again, front of the house, I would tear down all that cobblestone. It's just not something I like. And this is very 1990s with the distressed cabinet finish look. But for $2 million, that's what you're going to get. There's your split level. This is the bottom. This goes to a bathroom and the garage, maybe a washer dryer. Yeah, washer dryer right here. Look, that's a WRE right here where, yeah, you're going to be bumping into the washing machine or dryer because it's just so huge. And then this is upstairs with stained glass windows and a big closet. Again, not really my style, but somebody liked it. Somebody did it. And they have a nice pool in the backyard with a dug-in hot tub. So there you go. If you want to look at it, link is in my blog. What you get for $1 million, this just came on market. It was coming soon for a while, and now it's on market. So we're going to take a look inside. It's Indian Ave, not my listing, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,516 square feet, built in 1962. And if you want to know where it is, it's right along Canoe Creek, right by Blossom and Indian Ave. Yeah, so there you go. Let's go take a look. Pretty basic. They didn't clean the carpets. They didn't clean the walls. They didn't paint the walls. They have stains in the ceilings, paneling, original kitchen. Yikes. You need to redo the flooring. So this is, I mean, if this thing was updated, it'd be worth like 1.2, 1.3. So maybe it'd be something worthwhile. But yeah, you got to do the front and back landscaping. You'd probably have to do the roof. Probably have some serious termite issues that you're going to have to deal with. I would redo the kitchen and bathrooms and the flooring. And then you have a nice livable house. But buy $1 million house, you have to put $200,000 into it. So there you go. And nothing else is going on in inventory. Inventory is actually shrinking right now, which is good because the anticipation of the rates coming down. Now there's less sellers out there. And now that we'll have more buyers, there'll be more competition and things will move faster and probably bump up the price a little bit. So if you hadn't bought a house by now you're playing catch up, and now you're going to have to play multiple bid and as is and lower concessions. So things are going to